Welcome back to Cheers. Homies in the hallway,
where we smoke,
toke,
and poke fun of the world. One puff at a time.
Hurry up, I need the chaser. Hurry up.
Yeah, take the chaser first. I'm here. I'm one of your hosts, Sixto.
I'm John.
Nacho.
Yep, and we're your hosts. We are the homies.
The most.
Yep, we are your homies in the hallway. The stoners with a lot of loners. The
stoners with a lot of boners.
The potheads with a lot of
onsets, offsets.
The stoners with a couple of controllers.
Yeah. But remember, this is a podcast for stoners and stonettes. This is a big thing about our podcast. What sets us different from other podcasts is that you can actually sit there and smoke with us. You know, a lot of times it's like I'm watching people and I'm like, man, I wish you were also smoking with me. But look at us. We're doing it with you. We're doing it with you live.
Now, as soon as possible. Episode 43.
By the way, get ready. Episode 60. I know we're not even in the 50 yet, but episode 60 is our next live episode. Woo! So, wait for that. That's coming out probably around the spring. How many weeks will be there?
Speaking of, this is February 2nd. This is Groundhog's Day, technically.
Oh, yeah, Groundhog's
What do you
Day.
guys think? Winter ending early? Late?
I'm hoping it might, just because it's been really nice ahorita these last couple of days/weeks. The last 2 weeks have been pretty straight. Y segundo prognostics is supposed to be sunny, so here's hoping.
Prognostics?
I don't know if that's even a one.
The diagnosis.
No. Like, what's it called?
Prognosis.
No. I'm pretty sure I'm using the wrong word, pero cuando like the weather.
Forecast.
Yeah,
That yeah. No, honestly, I saw the weather a couple of days ahead. It's like gonna be up to 50.
I don't know about my mom. My mom, I don't know, kind of like words she's getting from God, but she's like, I don't know. I feel like winter's gonna end early this year. I'm like,
yeah.
dog, I seen the snow in April.
My parents, my dad has also been saying that. He's like, oh, winter is pretty much over.
I think these old people just know.
I don't know.
They've been long enough to be like, oh, I can calculate the radius around the sun.
Pero también I don't want to be too like, oh, winter's over, porque también like we just hit February. Hasta March.
Yeah,
sometimes those two are like the harder.
So sometimes in May we still get snow.
Yeah.
That's wild, no?
Yeah.
Because then June is like summer.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like
But también like, I only want the snow because we haven't gone sledding this year.
Yeah.
And I really want to go.
That's the only reason I kind of want another blizzard so we can go out. At least take it one more time.
Yeah.
Just for the
good
time.
Because last year we went a bit and that was fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. I still got the one sled, so we're waiting for you. Whether give us one more, get out of here.
Yeah, and right now it's like bright as fuck.
Yeah, you would think it's warm out there, but it's not. It's actually pretty
It's
cold.
like 15 degrees.
It's 36, but it probably feels like 15.
Yeah.
If you're outside, wear some gloves because it really does get cold.
Wear some gloves. Wear a hat, bro. Honestly, once I started wearing these, like I can't really take them off because, like I'm telling you, I feel more of the cold. It's like, why didn't I think of this before? But anyway, we watched Everything Everywhere All
at once.
Right before this podcast, matter of fact.
Yeah, one of us was falling asleep during it, but
I'm not gonna say who, guys.
Right. First reactions, first thoughts after the movie.
It was pretty straight. I would give it, if I had to rank it out of 10, I must give it a solid 8.5, but only because allegedly I was dozing off for like somewhere in between.
Allegedly, but you know.
Yeah, I'm actually going to give it a 9 out of 10. I thought, like, first of all, the way the camera was being shot, the cinematography, the way, you know, the
little Easter eggs, the layups.
Easter eggs, layups, like, they thought this through. The writing also was incredible. You know, there was some parts where like it was so fast where I couldn't even keep up, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for this movie yet, or not. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where they explain stuff so fast in such a broad way, you're like, okay.
But that's how the character feels at that time, you know. So like you're kind of resonating with the story as it's unfolding.
I can't wait to watch a breakdown of this.
Yeah.
It was the best multiverse movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Marvel. Oh.
No, yeah, that's one thing I was in the back of my mind. I'm like, Man, if they could have taken notes from this movie, they could have made Multiverse.
And
so
they
much
both
better.
came out around the same time. We should just watch that one, no?
Was it really?
Yeah, they both came out around the same time.
Yeah.
We honestly, I should have watched that one.
It's weird, like, similar movies come out at similar times. Like, Black
The
Panther 2
studios.
and Avatar. Similar
Yeah.
type of movie.
Mm.
They're dealing with water
Uh,
and blue people.
Exactly. You got, of course, Multiverse and Multiverse coming out at the same time.
Or like the chick flicks where it's like the friends with benefits and then no strings attached.
Oh yeah.
It's just movie studios trying to make the better movie. And then it's up to the fans to decide whether or not they get to stay
Right. Around
in
when
the Big Brother house.
Around when Civil War came out, Batman v Superman came out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. But I mean, that was a whole rush job. We know that.
That was a whole rush
garbage.
job. That was supposed to be Man of Steel 2.
Yeah.
And then the studios were like, no, we need more.
More!
More!
Yeah, and it's like, guys, you haven't even established him in this universe yet. And you're going to be like, oh, he's been around forever.
No.
So
like,
much that now he's just killing his
We didn't
villains.
even see Clark Kent get to be Clark Kent. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really excited for this next DC couple things, because they're finally making a Superman legacy film coming out in 2025. But hey, man, this whole thing takes a couple times.
Wait, who's gonna play Superman?
Nothing
Been
yet.
yet, but
Nothing
they're
yet. It's
going
been
with, like,
years.
younger
He's still
actors.
writing it. James Gunn's doing it.
So it's Superman Legacy, and is there any other ones or just?
Oh, there's a
Batman, the
couple
Brave
more.
and the Bold.
So yeah, their introduction
really
to
what it's
Batman
called?
will be Brave and the Bold. It's not that's not what it's gonna be called, but it's adapted from that comic run.
Oh, okay.
What's it called? And it's on Batman and Robin, but his son Damian Wayne, not so
And,
interesting.
Like, keep in mind that the woman he had this kid with is the daughter of like the head of like a League of Assassins.
Oh,
So like, and his
Talia,
kid was
right?
raised there.
Isn't it
Talia al Ghul.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
If you'd watch you watch The Dark Knight Returns, she shows up in that one.
There's an animated movie about it. It's really good. DC for their animated movies, they've been good, all of them.
Dark Knight
Literally.
Rises. Sorry. If you watched if you played the Arkham game, she shows up in that. Yeah. Second one.
It's just
Was it just those two, or además?
no. There's gonna be a Green Lantern show.
Yeah, Lanterns,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be like
gonna have the black
a
guy
tech
and the white
cop
guy?
type of show where they
Okay.
try to do like detective
Space
work.
Cops. Vegan
And,
police.
But
But,
no
like,
one's casted yet, right? There's
No,
just
no,
movies
no.
that
These
are
are
coming-
these are this is stuff coming out
Projects.
within like
Right.
the next 2-3 years. We probably won't see.
No.
Like probably like not starting until 2024. You know. But there is a couple animations coming out, and he
Yeah.
did say that characters will. The thing about this is characters will be coming in and out of animation, keeping the same actor. You know.
Voice
So-
actor. Yeah.
Pretty cool, actually.
Very cool.
Marvel
Yeah.
just started doing that, but they're gonna start doing it from the get go.
And then like it's confirmed that Robert Pattinson, he's gonna have a second movie.
It is.
That was coming out in 2025.
Is that part of the DC
So yeah,
universe, though, or-
they labeled movies that are not part of the DCU as DC Elseworlds, and they put the Batman with Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson. They put that there, and Joker. The Joker films will be a part of the Elseworlds, so not part of the thing, but they will still continue and
It's
make
not
the
main
second part of both.
continuity.
I'm really looking forward to that Penguin series.
The Arkham series is what I really want to see.
Yeah,
Because
I
inside
was
of the
wondering
asylum,
because
you can get to get close with the
Batman
those-
Part 2 is not even coming out till 2025. Bro.
Yeah, it's a whole wait. It's a wait for all of these
But we
movies.
are getting the 2 shows before that one. So
I just
we'll
want
probably see 'em.
Fantastic Four
We'll see 'em.
now.
Yeah.
It's like, why did it take so
Dude,
long?
2025, we got Superman Legacy, we got Fantastic Four, we
That's gonna
got Kang Dynasty, and we have
Ooh.
fucking
2 other Marvel movies.
exactly. And like right before in 2024, we just had Deadpool 3, and whatever fucking else, bro. It's gonna be a great year that year. That's all I know.
It's gonna be a lot. I feel bad for like the movie theater workers that are gonna be there that month or that year.
Get in there, bro.
Yeah, get in there. You can be a manager at this point.
You could be a manager. Just say, hey, like,
that.
Listen to the other
accomplishment.
podcast before because we talk about
Actually,
it.
my home is the theater just closed recently.
Oh
I heard.
yeah!
So
Shout out to
the
Regal Theaters
Regal
in North
Theater in North
Olmsted.
Olmsted, yeah.
Oh, they closed down already?
I had heard, yeah. It's
Is it just like another theater, or is it just closing
No
down?
idea, but it's not gonna be Regal.
Actually, yeah, it's just not good.
I always forget Regal's a thing. Just Cinemark and AMC is taking over.
They might buy them out. It's what I'm thinking.
At this point, if I was Regal, I'd be like, let me get the money to bounce.
Maybe.
Would you do what George Lucas did and just take a couple $1 billion and bounce with the characters? Or would you stick knowing you probably would have made more money?
No, I'd probably stick around.
I probably would have did what he did. Dude, he got like $4 billion, $45 billion for the Star Wars franchise when Disney.
I would think it. I would think it would depend on how invested I was. Like, if I really wanted to like add more to the story or what have you, then like I'd probably like stick around out at least as like a supervisor or what have you.
No, that's exactly what he did. Like, he had no saying into like how the story would go, but he was still like, they still asked him like, "Hey, is this still good for the lore? Is it still, you know?" Even though they probably have a whole team for that.
Well, here's my thing on Star Wars. Fuck Star Wars. So.
I understand you. That's the one thing. Like, I'm a fan of Star Wars, but I also respect people who don't like Star Wars because I can see their point, especially with the sequels. But that's a whole other conversation
for another time.
Exactly.
Because today we're here for
fucking Royal
Rumble.
No, but Royal Rumble just happened just this past weekend, and
boy, was it the greatest like Royal Rumble in a while.
It was.
But you haven't even finished it. You didn't watch all of it. You didn't watch. Did you watch Roman versus KO?
No.
Alright. So we're just gonna talk about the actual Rumble then.
We could have watched it beforehand, but y'all were rushing.
Nah.
We'll go watch it right after.
It's the what's it called? Yeah, the closing angle was fantastic. I'll say that, but I would say the Rumble match itself for the men's, I feel like we could have had a couple more surprises.
We could have had a couple more surprises. I actually saw like they pulled out a poster like a day before, like of all like the wrestlers gonna show up on it, and it was like 27 wrestlers on there, and I'm like, that's pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
I was also surprised they didn't use any NXT guys because usually they use some of
them. Fuck NXT.
Sometimes they be pulling us from NXT, maybe even some other like peeps from like
Stewart,
New Japan or I don't think they would do that.
Or return at least, but the only big return was really Logan.
Booker T only.
Booker T and Logan.
Barely.
Logan got a pop.
That move he did with Ricochet, that was cool to the clothesline.
I didn't like Cody Rhodes winning, like the Royal Rumble result, W. The Rumble itself was
Yeah.
Like he could have came in, come on, way before 30.
I thought him and Gunther should have switched. Have Cody come out at 1 and then Gunther come out at 30 and then have Cody like have to like...
He had worked the hardest.
Yeah, you know?
But I guess they were like all best for last.
I guess.
They pulled the Brock Lesnar just like last year.
Yeah.
Damn. That's the one thing. That's the one thing about this. Is always about the surprises. What makes it good is what makes it like, oh, I want to find out. You know, it's always a mystery. You know, who could come out, and it's also nice because of the wrestling. And then so did Kofi botch it again?
He botched again.
That wasn't good.
2 years in a row.
Ass.
Do you think he's even gonna try again next year?
I hope not. I hope he like after this one he's like, alright, yeah.
Because like that was the one thing that we're missing this Royal Rumble is like some type of gimmick, something going on.
Something cool happening.
Something cool like. At least last year we had Johnny Knoxville, which was like the one moment. I did like Logan Paul and the one thing, that one move
with Ricochet.
Yeah. Entertainment.
And speaking of, he had you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Go ahead.
What?
He had what?
I was gonna plug his show, but I'm not.
Oh.
It's gonna end that right. Anyways,
But the real story.
we barely even talked about everything everywhere all at once. We just glossed right over it.
Favorite character in the movie, go. I think the dad. Yeah.
The dad was funny as fuck.
I also think he's I don't know, he's a really good actor. But the woman, the mom, she's also fucking great.
She is.
Like, she pulled that bitch off.
I can see why they got so many awards.
Yeah, they both did. Yeah, they're both up there. So like, hey.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you guys. You guys made it work.
I wish I would have seen it when it came out though.
Yeah, in hindsight, yeah.
A little bit in the hype of it.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. I will watch the next one. Bo is...
Maybe like them in another lifetime. We did watch it.
Yeah, that's the thing about
We're
this.
going to create that technology.
I'm saying. What a world.
What a day.
Yeah.
So wait, there was a universe that they created this technology? Is that what you're saying?
That's where the husband was from. But then he got killed by his daughter. Oh, spoilies.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it.
I mean, we have it in the
No, I'm not
Sleepy.
wait, boy. What you mean?
What if I just play with your nipples?
Don't do that.
Wow, this is homies in the bedroom now.
Homies in the casting room.
No, pero I will say, like, is the match KO versus Roman good?
It's good, and then just the whole ending of it is just spectacular.
The ending's fantastic.
You
I heard it
see
was
him
good
become the
storytelling.
top heel. You see why he's the best around right now,
Cool.
Roman. You'll see. We'll talk about it. Fuck this podcast. Let's just watch it.
Oh,
I'm just kidding,
we love
guys.
you
I like
guys.
you guys.
Stick
I
around.
appreciate
Remember,
you
this
being
is a
here.
podcast for
Stoners and
Stoneheads. So
I'm already pretty
remember,
high, guys.
remember to roll your blunt, pack your bowl, set up your dab, get that torch ready, eat your edibles, smoke your vape,
Eat your veggies.
do whatever it takes to get
Take your
you
vitamins.
not
Say your prayers.
to the reality you want to be at, to the
Just
reality you want to be at.
Wow.
Alright, easy. Goddamn. Oliver.
The movie got me all over here like.
We'll help you out. Don't worry, guys. 'Cause we're in it together.
Yeah, exactly.
Forever, I wanna be forever young.
So they're saying that we're gonna get a couple trailers at the Super
Oh,
Bowl.
the Super Bowl, yeah.
When's the
We
Super
might
Bowl?
get a
This
Marvels
Sunday.
trailer.
This Sunday?
No, I don't know. It's this
I
Sunday or
think
next
they're
Sunday?
waiting for the Loki trailer for Quantumania to come out.
This Sunday or next Sunday?
I think they might one of the two. I think it's next Sunday.
Put a bet. Who thinks next Sunday? This
I
Sunday?
think it's next Sunday.
I'm gonna say this Sunday.
I think it's last Sunday.
No.
Like this Sunday, as in like in a couple days.
That's not.
It's next Sunday.
It's next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
The Broncos.
I
versus
think
the
they're
Chiefs.
waiting for the Loki trailer for after Quantumania because that character, He Who Remains King, whatever he is, will show up in it. But we don't want to know what happened. Like we want to get King established before we show him in the Loki season 2. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I feel like they're holding on that trailer because of that.
I just know that once it comes out, dude, I'm gonna be on it.
Yeah.
Like, if it's like comes out at 3 in the morning, I'm gonna be there, like, take a quick pause from my
What's
shift.
the one
and then-
show? What's the one
watch
movie or
it.
show from Phase 4 where you feel like you could have just skipped and been fine?
She-Hulk.
I was gonna say Miss Marvel, but
Miss Marvel.
Really? Come
well,
on.
that establishes that character.
Miss
but
Marvel
She-Hulk
was
also
good,
is-
except for like the whole like the guy having the same powers as her. That was pretty lame. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the whole glowing Green Lantern type shit. Honestly, I'd rather just stretch. But that's just my thoughts on the matter.
But that's just a thing. Maybe in one universe. We can keep going on with this.
Watch the movie, it's fantastic.
Yeah, watch
It's good. It's a
the movie,
nice
it's
little
fucking
trip in
good.
your mind.
And if you don't know where to watch it, look it up.
Yeah, that's what we did. Like, you're not wrong.
I mean, if we did it, so could you.
We're not gonna plug in any of the platforms because dog. I don't even know if I'm
I'm
gonna
getting
make it
started.
home. I might have to take a nap before
This
I
is
go
a
home.
podcast for stoners. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Fuck me, man. I don't know. I've been
Says you
smoking
can
since
tell
like
us the-
8 a.m.
Have you really? Since then?
Well, since like I got here. Remember, we took a hit before we went to go.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh shit. And then it's like 12:48.
We're not confirming
now.
or denying these allegations.
Made against me in the court of law. I'm not. I'm good, Tito.
It's
Chale, dale gas, cabrón.
I'll take a little gander.
Now remember, I know I said I stopped smoking, but that's not till next episode.
Alright.
Remember, guys, because if not, this is a podcast for stoners and stone nuts.
And someone's got to
Exactly.
smoke on one of these episodes.
Exactly.
But
But
yeah.
these guys will be keeping you guys company for the next episodes until,
And then
of
eventually it's
course.
gonna move out to Tito by himself.
I volunteer myself as tribute.
Yeah, he could take all of it. We're gonna get you all these edibles. I'm gonna get you 5 edibles. I'm gonna make you take all of them.
I'm honest.
And then
just
just so
watch-
you can do it for me. So I can watch you and live through you vicariously.
You
Maybe.
eat 5 edibles, you take a tab, and I'll eat an 8 mushrooms. See
I
what
don't
the
know.
fuck
I don't want a
happens.
whole tab, dog.
I'll give you half a tab, and I'll eat 2 grams of mushrooms.
I can't even like picture myself being high on psychedelics right now.
Honestly, for me, like, I think in my days of taking full tab skis are done with. Like, I think, I'm either taking a half or a half of the half.
Or half of that.
That's how much it is. What's the had a stranglehold on me.
What about some
Big
shrooms?
smoke.
No?
Oh, shrooms, yeah.
Shrooms, no problem.
I feel like, yeah, it's easier to, like, dosage them. Allegedly.
Maybe one of these podcasts we could be allegedly high.
Allegedly. Jesus, but just give me some away, why don't you? Walk out like this. Nah. But, yeah, I'm waiting for it to get warm, dog. I wouldn't mind going on a walk and, exploring the universe as it should.
Which one would you want right now? Across the Spider-Verse or Guardians 3?
Guardians 3.
Yeah. I can wait for
Spider-Verse,
that.
I can wait, no problem.
But Guardians 3,
Quantumania is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, we haven't even gotten our tickets yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we should
I'm
get
trying
that
to go
soon.
opening night Thursday night.
Like night at like in the noche or
Or just
in the
Thursday.
morning.
no, like how
Not
late at
full
night,
on
like early
night.
night
Not
or
full
at
on
like
night,
11
but
p.m. or
definitely just any
It would
time
have
on
to
that
probably
day.
be like 10.
It just
If we
depends
all
what
wanna
seats
go,
are available
10.
because that bitch be sold out. Boy.
We gotta
Good
check
time.
after this.
That's
We
true.
gotta hit
Yeah,
up
we
all the
gotta hit
guys.
Mad, Joey, buddy.
We have to. It'll just be 1, 2, 3 with Joey and Matt. And then just
Like,
five
oh,
of us.
Gabby wants to come too.
No, actually, I already talked with him and he can't come. Like, I told him, hey, if you're coming, it's gotta be Thursday because you're gonna have to miss Friday. He's like, I can't do that. So I'm like, oh, whatever, it's fine. I'll watch it with you some other time.
Like
Maybe the
some
Tuesday half price tickets.
Hey man,
That drives to
I've been-
Columbus though, man. Those humps, those like valleys, I'm like, that's scary.
It's the thing. I'm used to it now at this point.
At first, when you first drove there, was it like, oh, when are we gonna stop?
I
When are
just
we gonna
hate-
go? When are we
like,
gonna
I
go?
didn't mind the drive. I just hate driving at night. Because eventually, and especially because I like to smoke, I like to get high,
You get
allegedly.
sleepy.
So, it's not that I get sleepy. It's just like eventually you just keep seeing the same lines over and over again where it just becomes a fucking illusion.
yeah.
Yeah, especially at night. But in the
hard.
day, you can see everything.
I don't like
you
driving
can
on the
watch
highway
stuff.
at night, and then it's like all pure black. It's just
Yeah.
your lights.
Actually,
While it's
I
raining?
don't mind it. It's not bad.
You're
Well, no,
crazy,
if it's
dog.
raining,
When
no.
it's raining, fuck that.
But if it's like on a regular night, I don't mind it.
No, yeah. Highway, and when it's raining, fuck that. I'll pull over and wait it out.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, if it happened to me where it was night and it's raining and I'm driving Gabby home, I'm like, we'll just pull around here, chill here, wait for the rain to slow down, and then we'll get going.
How long did she have to wait?
No, I'm just saying hypothetically if that
Oh,
happened.
how long did she go? Or it hasn't happened.
No, I had to drive right through it, dude. As it was like, literally, I saw it just.
You had to drive a dog to the vet while you're on acid.
Tell us about
Just
that
the whole
experience.
evening was crazy.
Tell us
I'm
about
pretty
that
sure I-
evening.
Why?
No, you
Just
haven't said it on the
randomly?
pod. You've told us.
Alright, so
Not
there
to
was this one
mention-
time I was like freshly graduated out of high school.
Right.
And then I was bothering Tito because I wanted to take some acid. And then eventually he just coughed me
Allegedly.
up. Allegedly. And then he coughed me up a tab. And I took it thinking that my night would just be tripping,
Full thing?
chilling in my room. Yeah.
Full thing? Wow.
Full thing,
fuck
just
it
chilling
up.
in my room. And then, just being high as fuck. Come to find out, okay, Maggie gets home or to our house, and then like she goes down to check on her dog, and she just knows that something's off, and like something had already been off about him, like we could just tell. But essentially, man, I don't know. I was on acid. I was so fucking high, dude. I just
what
remember
time was this? Like,
this was like at 11 p.m. at night. Yeah.
Jeez.
And then, do you want the whole story? Or
You got
like-
to go for it, yeah.
What's it called? So yeah, what's it called? She's calling him to come up, and usually he would come up. His name is
Okay.
Ghost. R.I.P. My
R.I.P.
love.
No, he's a ghost.
No, he is a ghost, yeah.
He was an albino German Shepherd. Beautiful dog.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
And yeah, he would always come up, and he didn't come up. And then he was like walking around, and it's just like he couldn't see and nothing. And then she looked at his eyes, and they were like, casi like cataracts, where like it's glossed over.
Okay, yeah.
And then like that was like fuck, and like it was like red, so I was like, is it blood or what? And she's freaking out. I'm on acid, just freaking out. And then she like leaves with the dog to go. I don't even know where. I don't even know if she left.
Mm.
But essentially, my mom was telling me like, "Oh, go with her." I'm like, "Oh, dude, I don't. If only you knew. If only I just want to chill in my room."
Yeah.
And then I was pacing in my room for a bit before I was like, "Fuck, fine, I'll just go."
No way.
And then in there, she's freaking out. I'm trying to calm her down, and then we go to a vet, and
Wait, did she have you drive?
no, not yet.
Okay.
Because we left in her car, that old black van.
Yeah.
We left. We went to the vet, and it was one where like it's not like on a main street. you have to go like through this like little like in between dealerships, and like it's underneath a bridge, and like you gotta keep going, and like I see like underneath a highway. You know, one of those like just like away buildings like you don't really see unless like you know.
Right.
And we go through that. We go. I don't know, man. This is crazy. We go. There's so many details. I don't know how many details you want.
Go for it, man.
Cause we go. I remember it being super bright, and I don't go inside. She goes and deals with it with the nurse or whatever.
So you stay in the car?
I stay in the lobby.
Okay.
I'm high as fuck. I'm on my phone watching boxing. I don't know what it was, but that night it was like, boxing. I guess that's where it started. Like my interest, because I was just watching boxing videos on my phone. Like I don't know how long we were there. 2 hours or like maybe like an hour and a half. And there was also a game show on a TV that they had in there, and I was just watching it like, this is fucking stupid. Why would anyone ever want to be on this, or even like watch it? Like who the fuck literally watches this? I don't even remember what game show it was, but it was stupid as fuck. And then like I'm overhearing all these other people who are bringing in their animals, and then there's one couple brought in their animal, and like when they gave it to them, I guess what had happened was their dog ate an edible. And, like, the people already looked like they were on something. And, like, I'm just overhearing this. I'm like, dog, what is this? What is my evening right now? And yeah, out of nowhere, she just comes, like, I hear her. I heard her before I saw her come. Because she was distraught. Like, destroyed when she found out, like, we found out he had, like, lymphoma or, like, something, like, some sort of cancer.
Yeah.
And, like, it was already, like, spread. Like, you could feel the tumors on him type shit.
Oof.
And yeah, she's just running out, face red, crying, and then she's like, here, she gives me her card, so like, to pay whatever. And the nurses are telling me what's going on. I don't know if they could tell I'm on acid or not, because you know how your eyes dilate? So I'm just there, like, trying to, like, just keep calm, talk. And yeah, they tell me the dog has cancer, and they won't charge. They won't charge nothing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And so at that time, I was like, all right, cool. Let me go out. She had left me. Yeah. She had left me because she wanted to go to her ex, who like had known the dog already, had like already had him. And
yeah, but
dog, that's what I'm saying.
So wait. Okay, so
she leaves me there
while you're like talking to the nurse.
Yeah.
She just leaves, and she
calls me.
She probably just like so emotionally distraught. She's like, "I gotta see my ex."
Yeah, it's okay. I don't even know if she actually went to him, but essentially from there on, I just walked it because she was like, "Do you have enough money for an Uber?" I don't know. I don't remember having money, but like, and essentially I'm like, "Fuck yeah, go ahead, go do what you gotta," and I'm just like, "All right, we gotta walk it home."
How long was it?
Yeah, how far were you?
Where was it at?
I'm gonna bleep it, but Jaimie, remember bleep this whatever time stamp this is. It's over on 130th and like Brook Park. It's a sneaky little street. You would never know it.
Okay.
But essentially, I was going. It was maybe like on 140th in Brook Park, like around that little block.
Okay.
And then, I remember the walk to like underneath the highway. Ah, dude, it's dark as fuck. I'm thinking there's probably like a hobo around here somewhere. So like,
oh, Jesus.
And like my phone is on like 12%.
You didn't call your mom, like.
Well, no, cause like, well, I called him like a couple times, to like see if he could come get me. I was calling, I don't remember. I probably called one of you guys, Damien, but no one was answering me. And then I called my mom, and this is like at probably like 2 a.m. now.
Jeez.
And yeah, my mom eventually picks up, and I'm like, hey, so like all of this happened. I explained all of that, and she's like, well, where are you? I'm like, I don't remember where I was specifically, but for sure, like, it ended with me going to the bowling alley, where the lanes are, or for the tracks.
Yeah.
And like that's how far I made it from like wherever I was to there.
Oh wow!
Walking by myself.
She picked you up eventually.
She picked me up eventually from there, and this is when we had the blue car still.
Wow!
Yeah,
Shout out to the blue car.
Shout out to the blue car. And I told her, okay, like, yeah, Maggie left me. And then she's calling up Maggie and be like, hey, what the fuck is this? And yeah, Maggie's telling her, freaking her out, and then like she's just trying to find a second like vet to go to get a second opinion. Bitches, I'm gonna die now. The dog. So like that's like already like a 30-40 minute drive, and then like they're all freaking out. We go to her apartment. And, like she leaves her car there. You guys don't even
go home. You guys go to the apartment.
We go to her apartment. Maggie leaves her car there, and then she gets in the back with Ghost, and then my mom's in the back with her too. Dog, and she's like, "Here, you drive." I'm like, "Dog, I don't know. I can't. I really can't." And she's like, "No, come on. I need you to drive. I need to console her." I'm like, "Dog." Literally,
all this while you're on a tab.
On a whole tab, and like so much is happening, and like there's points I'm thinking I sobered up, but then it hits me again. And then like for sure I was probably peaking on the drive there.
Out of curiosity, like before you had a drive, did you get nauseous at all? Because I know for sure like
not that time. I have before another time, but not that time. That time I just remember getting in there and like, let's do this.
Okay,
like,
yeah, hit this.
I'm putting the directions on my phone, let alone to follow that as I'm looking and trying to drive. No music on, nothing on. I just hear them crying, praying in the back, you know. And then
damn,
I swear to God, I have no idea how we made it. I that's one of those days. I wish I could like live back. Yeah, cause that's how far it was, dude. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
brother, man.
I say it's like Jesus. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm like 18, like guys. I'm high as fuck. I'm so stoned, and then yeah. So I don't know. I remember on one of them I was entering like I think when I was up and I was entering the highway, and then like I'm driving and then I just do a. Yeah, they didn't say anything, but I for sure was like, all right, come on, focus.
So when you got home, like, did you just go straight to your room? You're like,
no, I didn't get home until like 6 a.m.
Wait, what happened after midnight?
All right, here we go. Hold on, okay. This is where
buckle up, boys. It's a bumpy ride.
Let me see that. Let me jog my memory real quick.
Exactly, because
like I don't know.
Podcast for stoners and stonettes. Kidding me.
All right, so we get to Medina. It was a nice place, a nice veterinary place. Yes, you know. I'm pretty sure I was wearing that blue and red shorts combo, or something along that lines, and like a hoodie. And probably not even a hoodie because it was like summer. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't. It was like a November day, but it felt like summer. Okay. And so yeah, we get there, and then my mom and Maggie go inside with the dog, and then she just tells me, "Hey, if you want, just chill in here. Like, say, like you don't have to be in there, just like sitting around." Yeah. So I was like, "Yeah, fine, whatever."
Wait, where you guys at?
I don't know the name of the place, but it was just another veterinary.
Oh, another vet.
Vet.
This was like in the middle of the night.
This is you,
your mom,
but this is because that's still was the only one that was open at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just want to like get a double mix.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, guys, let's check in the morning. Let's just go in the morning.
Yeah.
No, they would have taken it for an answer. One of these days, I gotta tell my mom and Maggie. They'd have no idea.
Are you gonna tell them like you're on acid? Or?
Yeah. just like if she ever wants to be like, oh, drugs are bad for you. Look at what I did on drugs. Exactly. I got you from A to B, lady. Mama, that's chescos. No, yeah. So they walk in. I'm chilling in the car, still watching boxing videos. I remember it was Wilder versus Ortiz, the first one, I believe. Wow. Or maybe they're about to run it back.
I remember that detail.
Dude, no, dude, I was hyper aware of everything. I'm on acid, dog. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you. Yeah, in the waiting room, it was weird. I hate waiting rooms.
Yeah, I mean.
I was just there high on acid, just like, come on, just sober up. On Instagram scrolling. You know how it is. You just try to distract yourself.
Yeah, at this point, how many hours are you in?
How long were you there for? By the time
we got to the vet, maybe like 3, 4 a.m.? Something like that.
And then what time do you leave? So like 5,
when 6? The sun was coming out. So like 6. 6 a.m.
And this place was in Medina?
In Medina, yeah.
So you're there for a bit, so
And so like yeah, so like I think I was chilling in there for like in the car for maybe close to an hour when mom calls me and she's like, hey, so like yeah, we gotta put him down. And I was like, damn, no way. And like I remember just being like, all right, Rita, I'll come in like, just to be there for you guys. And so I remember going in, asking the lady what room, and then like I go in, and it was pretty sad. It was a crazy trip. Yeah. But like, cause I just see him laying down, you know. Maggie's distraught. Yeah. Dog, like you have no idea. Like you think like I thought I was in a movie for a second, cause it's like damn, like she's like going through it. And like I'm over here high as fuck doing my own thing, man. You know, it's like trying to survive on my own. Right. And like I can't imagine that
like, she was just lost a kid or something. Yeah.
Literally something like because like I don't know like well you have an attachment to animals.
I know exactly how she's feeling.
Yeah, I've never had that attachment to an animal.
Especially if you had a dog for so many years.
That's what I'm saying. And like we had him for like maybe about a year or like a couple months. Yeah. We were actually watching him.
So there was still attachment. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then like my mom was just there consoling her, and then I remember it just being weird, cause like this is all going down, and then like people are still coming in to do the paperwork, like hey, so like what do we gotta do here? And like are we gonna you wanna bury him? Do you want his body? Do you wanna cremate him? All this and all that. She's distraught, and then at some point I remember when they put him down. When they put him down, I was like, what is this? That was so heavy. What they do? Did they just... Like, it was so like you get a thing strapped to the dog's arm. And then like they inject him with whatever it is. Fuck me. And yeah, you just see him just like... just out.
But like, as a cuenta, does he even make a noise at that point or anything? Or?
No, you just see like, cause like he was breathing heavy and then like he just... It all slows down.
Fuck me.
Yeah. And then like, when he like, I'm telling you, it's like in the movie, like, when it slowed down and you saw he was out, like the biggest cry ever. I was like, God damn, dog. And I'm just sitting there like, we're like, who would have thought?
Yeah,
all of this night. Just so to do this tonight, I wanted to get high on acid and just chill in my room and be fucking stupid. Who would have thought? I had to do all of this.
Wow, on a little baby boy.
But I'm glad, like, I'm not glad that it happened, but for sure it's like, I know what I can do under pressure. Under pressure I can perform. So like, I don't know, man, that was crazy. And then like, at some point they just leave me in the room with the dog. Just us two. And I'm just staring like, fuck. And then like some cleaning lady comes in and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then she just walks out. And I'm just like, yeah, man.
Do you know what she ended up doing? Like, cremated him? Or?
She cremated him, yeah. She also got some paw prints of his. I'm sure she has them in her house now.
Shout out to Ghost.
Shout out Ghost, man. That was fucking wild. Cause then like, as I was video, as the drive home was weird, that man, cause it was also quiet and like it's just Maggie like crying and then like eventually she just KOs, cause like of all just the draining of energy, and then like I'm just driving, I'm like coming down, apenas like just like slowly coming down. The drive home was way smoother. Because like I was more aware and all that, and when I came home, everyone was still like waking up, and I'm like, guys, you have no idea what's happened. And then like Tito, because like he knew a little bit, he knew we were taking him to the vet, and he had fallen asleep.
Because they had work the next day.
Yeah.
Oh. And then it was to the next day I found out like no mames.
Yeah, I was like, dog, they could have. It was crazy, man. It was crazy nights.
Crazy
Who the fuck thought, you know?
Yeah, dude. No way. I don't know. Like, would you be able to do that? Like, drive under a full tab?
I did it once. It wasn't as severe as that. I just had to drive to, because Mom was at Maggie's apartment, and then because she was doing something, and then she was gonna get a ride from her, but couldn't, and then she asked me if I can go. I'm like, sure, but luckily it was like 2 a.m, so like no traffic, no nothing. So I was able to drive, do that, and then come back. But apart from that, I can't say I've done like something major like that. But would I be able to? I don't know. Maybe.
You know which one was scarier though?
What's that?
And it's even funnier because we were at his house, We had just dropped the tab and it's just started hitting.
Was it just using?
This was in my room in the basement.
Ooh. And we're just chilling, and then I don't remember if he gets a call from his mom or like she comes down and she's like, "You gotta go pick up your sister from her friend's house." And then keep in mind, it just hit, and the house not even far away. Maybe like you were to go out, left, up, main street, and then another main street. It's right there.
Okay.
At the most 5 minutes, no? This motherfucker was so high, I was like, dude, you gotta do it. He was like, yeah, because for sure, that was the first time you did a tab?
That was the first time I did acid. And we did, I did a full tab, didn't I?
We did a full tab, because we were up all night, I remember that.
Yeah, we were up all night, I had the giggles the whole night. We were watching some shit?
We did a lot. We were trying to make music, and then you were on your piano, and then we were watching a movie, and then...
We did a lot of shit that night.
It was a productive night. But, so yeah, I had to drive to, and we both went.
Was it bad or you were straight?
That's the thing. I remember, like we're like, and it's winter time. So like up in it's like when it starts getting cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember we go to the car. I feel it immediately. The butterflies like I felt like puking.
Yeah. How's the road? Was this?
The road was fine.
Just the fact of doing it.
Keep in mind, I turn on the car. Apenas empty. Apenas empty. It's not my car, Tito. It's not my car.
I'm not surprised.
And so yeah, it was Manny's old car.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so yeah, we go to get her, and then I don't remember who said something, or we went to Taco Bell essentially afterwards, and I'm like, guys, we just let's get back. But eventually we got back to his house, and man, continued the night. But that one I was way more nervous than when I drove to Medina.
Really?
It hit. It's just like, oh, dude, I'm gonna get sick.
I had that. I was driving on shrooms one time, and I had that stomach thing, but I just cut through it.
He drove me around when I did shrooms for the first time. He was on shrooms already, and then he drove to my house, and then we just tipped off from there.
I went to the park or something.
Yeah,
right?
we walked around a little bit.
Because there was a point where I was just doing shrooms and going hiking, though. I'm gonna do that more often.
Sponsored by shrooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that more often this summer.
What are we running on over there?
Yeah, that's true.
Schmooly.
What are we running on? 48 minutes.
But the first 7 was like us just
First
fucking
4.
around. No, that was a good bit.
5.
Another time Mufasa.
What are you talking about?
Mi bicho.
I hope get between your legs, but okay, man.
Who knows?
So yeah, let us know if you've had any scary highs.
Yeah,
let us know,
exactly. Any episodes that you want to tell us? If anyone wants to, come on the podcast. Yeah, come on the podcast. Any of our friends, you guys want to have a nice little episode, share some stories, get a little high.
Let us know.
Let us know. Contact us on any of the social medias.
We'll do a poll, and then whoever gets the most votes, we'll have the show.
if you're trying to be on the show, well, hit us up. Who knows? But
we make it into a reality TV show.
No
mames.
We're like 3
this
judges.
week on Homies in the Hallway, Jessica's fighting with Robert.
I was thinking we tried that one thing where
who's kicked off the hallway?
The impractical jokers.
Exactly.
Is that what they call practical or
impractical?
Where we do that type of it where we. Or say this.
Oh, the earpiece. I mean, that's where you really get out of your comfort zone, honestly.
It's just a prank,
but
bro.
nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Enough to be embarrassing, but not to involve and hurt other people.
Yeah.
I'd be the cameraman on those.
No, you'd be the first one to go. That way you can get it out of the way, and then you can torture the rest of us.
You guys can do one to me where I have to go talk to your mom.
No.
Alright.
Está bien chingón todavía.
No. Santo. I think she'll like me more.
Maybe. You should come one time. We'll just go for fun, and then I'll smoke you out afterwards for coming.
You took one with church? Nah, dude. It's been so long since I've been.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's been a while.
Nothing against anyone that goes to church.
Are you to come tomorrow?
I'll take it in my service.
The
Even though I
picnic?
don't go to church, but...
Is that, for real?
That's tomorrow.
What?
What is it?
Tomorrow. It's
The elastic thing?
tomorrow at the school for the kids. It's the Scholastic Book Fair. And they're getting out early, but they do this thing where it's a picnic in the gym. And like every time we go, we take tortas de milanesa, pero de pollo. And like, yeah, we make an event out of it. And I'm trying to get him to go, but clearly
Maybe.
he doesn't want to.
I can. What time is it?
We can buy some shit at the Scholastic Book Fair.
Can we?
Yeah. Bring some change.
Maybe.
Chava, you want to go?
Couple singles. Is that Mount Carmel? Or?
Hey, come on.
Oh, hey.
Name dropping. What you cut that out.
No, pero.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaimie, how are you? You doing good?
Thank you for
Hope you're getting well rested, editing all these videos. We owe you. Maybe you'll actually get paid one day. No, pero.
He's like, I want to see my family.
But only you guys can help us out. Only you guys can help us out with that. So please like, subscribe, follow us on all the social media platforms. Also, like, tell people about us. You know, let your siblings, all your friends know your.
Like he says, go to everyone's phones and
literally
just
go to your mom, your dad, your grandma's phone. Just
your cat,
press
if your
follow.
dog.
Just to support us if you really want to go the full extent. You know, even if you can't. We're not talking monetary things. We're talking, hey, just
support. For the
just
group.
support. You know, even just commenting down below. Hey, this was a great episode. It really means a lot for us. So, hey.
And on that note, John, where can they find you?
They can find me at JRoss Tutorials on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Where they can find you, Sixto.
You can find me on Instagram at Sixto_A_13. Nacho.
You can find me across the mountains, above the rivers, and now I'm housing. I don't know, but you can find me on France. Call me Quasimodo. You can find me on Nacho Period X0 on YouTube, Instagram, everything. All the social medias down below.
Yep. Follow us at Homies in the Hallway, but I'm sure you knew that already because that's the name.
Remember when it was
podcast.
Homies _ in the _ hallway?
Yeah.
All that shit.
But now we own this stuff.
Now we own it. We're taking over, guys.
So we'll get there.
We're in.
All right.
Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta,
Shield.
And on that note, I'd love to bid you all adieu. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bang.